What if we could travel back in time? Not just to see dinosaurs or witness great battles, but to find the very moment an idea was born. An idea that would change everything for humanity. I invite you to join me on such a journey. We are going to a time when cities were new, when people first started living together in large numbers. We are searching for the birth of law. Before this moment, there was only chaos, the rule of the strong over the weak. But something shifted. An understanding began to dawn that for us to survive, to thrive together, we needed something more than just strength. We needed rules. Our journey begins not in a single place, but in the Fertile Crescent, where the first seeds of civilization took root. Imagine standing on the dusty plains of Mesopotamia, the air thick with the smell of wet earth and the sounds of a bustling new city. Let's begin. Our first stop is the land between the rivers Mesopotamia around 1754 BC. Here, under the rule of King Hammurabi of Babylon, one of history's most famous legal codes was etched into a towering black stone pillar for all to see. Hammurabi's code was not the very first set of laws, but it was the most complete and ambitious of its time. It contained 282 laws covering everything from property rights, trade, family matters, criminal justice. It was a declaration that justice was not a secret known only to king's priests. Now let us journey southwest to the majestic kingdom of Egypt. Here the concept of law was deeply intertwined with religion and the cosmic order. The Egyptians believed in Ma'at, the divine principle of truth, balance, and justice. The pharaoh was seen as the earthly champion of Ma'at, and his decrees were meant to maintain this cosmic harmony. While Mesopotamian law was a rigid set of written rules focused on retribution, Egyptian law was more fluid, a system aimed at restoring harmony and upholding a divine order. Both, however, were revolutionary attempts to bring stability and predictability to human society. Our travels now take us east ancient Indus Valley plains of India. Here, the idea of law was woven into the very fabric of philosophy and religion. The concept of dharma is central to understanding Indian law. Dharma is not just law in the legal sense, duty, righteousness, moral order that governs the entire universe, including human society. From India, we cross the Himalayas into the vast lands of ancient China, where two very different philosophies of law battled for supremacy. First, there was Confucianism. Confucius believed that a good society was not built on laws and punishments, but on morality, ritual, personal shame. In direct opposition to this was the school of legalism. Legalists, like the statesman Shang Yang, had a much more cynical view of human nature. This philosophy heavily influenced the Qin dynasty, which unified China, creating a fascinating tension that would shape Chinese governance for centuries to come. Our journey now takes us to the shores of the Mediterranean, to the rocky city-states of ancient Greece. Here, in places like Athens, a radical new idea about law began to take hold. The law should be made by the people themselves. Around 621 BC, Draco wrote down the first known written laws of Athens. They were notoriously severe, so harsh we still say draconian today. Writing laws down removed them from aristocratic control and made them public. A generation later, Solon revised Draco's laws and created a more humane legal system. From Greece we go to Rome. The Romans were practical, systematic lawyers. Their legal journey began around 450 BC with the 12 Tables. The 12 Tables were written to make the law public and to protect the plebeians. They became the bedrock of Roman law for 1,000 years. As Rome grew into an empire, lawyers built a sophisticated, flexible system. They distinguished public law governing the state from private law governing individuals. This body of law, later compiled as the Corpus Juris Civilis by Emperor Justinian, became the legal inheritance of the ancient world, shaping modern Europe's legal systems. As our journey through time comes to an end, we return to our own world, the year 2025. But if you look closely, you will see their echoes everywhere. The very idea that our government should be one of laws, not of men, is an inheritance from these ancient civilizations. Think about the courtroom. The concept of a trial, presenting evidence, calling witnesses, has its roots in the legal procedures of these ancient societies. The Greek experiment with democracy planted the seed that we, the people, should have a voice. Our legal world was built piece by piece over thousands of years. The story of ancient law is our story. It is the unfinished, ongoing story of humanity's quest for justice.